Worried about missing the April tax deadline? Don't worry, we can help. This edition of Tax Tips by TurboTax will explain your options. If the deadline hasn't passed, TurboTax can help you file on time via e-filing. This is the best way to avoid penalties and delays in getting your refund. But if you can't complete your return on time, you can apply for an automatic extension before the deadline. You can file an extension for free through TurboTax Easy Extension. This gives you an additional 6 months to file your tax return. An extension gives you more time to file, but not to pay. If you owe taxes, you must pay by the original tax deadline. Otherwise, you'll face failure to pay penalties. So how can you avoid penalties? Estimate what you owe and pay it by the deadline at the time you file an extension. Follow the link in the description to TurboTax's tax calculator to easily get this estimate for free. If the difference between what you owe and what you paid is within 10% of your total tax bill, the IRS may waive failure to pay penalties. If you don't owe taxes and file late, there is no penalty. However, if you're due a refund, it might be delayed. File as soon as possible, as you usually can't collect a refund if you file more than 3 years late. If you owe tax by the April deadline, you'll face consequences if you file your taxes late, even with an extension. The IRS will add interest to what you owe from the day your return is late until you pay in full. In addition to interest, there are 2 types of penalties you can be subject to: failure to file and failure to pay. Failure to file is a monthly penalty of 5% of what you owe for up to 5 months or until you file, with a maximum of 25% of unpaid taxes. If your return is over 60 days late, the minimum penalty for 2025 returns is the lesser of $510 or 100% of the underpayment. The failure to pay penalty increases your tax bill by 0.5% per month. This rises to 1% per month if you don't pay within 10 days of an IRS levy notice. The penalty won't be more than 25% of your unpaid taxes. If you're subject to both the failure to file and failure to pay penalties at the same time, the maximum penalty that you'll pay for both is 5% a month. Ready to file your return or an extension? TurboTax will help you e-file and get the tax benefits you deserve. Visit TurboTax.com for more info to file your taxes with confidence.